What is happening, sports fans? Back at it with some NBA talk. It is Matt from the DFS 5-pack, rocking it solo. Monday, April 12th for the third time. Again, we got baseball out of the way. Now it's time to crush some NBA. As always, it's a day, so we're going to have stuff change throughout, the course of the afternoon. So we just got to stay up on that if you're still playing NBA DFS, which if you're watching this video, you probably are. God bless you. It is definitely a tough game right now. You got to be patient. You got to really follow the news, and that's just what it is. There's certainly an edge to be had, though, and let's break it down. All the videos today are free to the public, making the members-only videos free to the public. You can kind of see a glimpse of what we do for our normal members-only videos, except unfortunately today it's only me. Ryan is not feeling so hot, so yeah, let's crush it. It's a 9-game NBA slate, so pretty big one, especially for a Monday night, with a bunch of good spots. Let me screen share this, and we will begin. Sweet. All righty, so let's just do this game by game. Easier to break down that way. Philly and Dallas. From the Dallas side, I'm seeing that I think Porzingis just came out as questionable. But let me just see this. Yeah, Porzingis and JJ Redick are questionable. Kleba is probable, so I kind of don't expect Porzingis to play. It's not the greatest spot. Philly's like healthy now too. This is more or less a cross-off game for me. I see no reason why we want exposure to this game. There's really no one popping from either side, and I think we can safely just cross it off. The Lakers and the Knicks. The Lakers are dealing with some injury issues, some questionable tags. Obviously, no Bron, no AD. Kuzma missed last game. He's questionable again today. Who else is questionable? Marcus Sol is questionable today. Andre Drummond was solid, if not spectacular, last time out and the game before that. I think he's in play at 6,800. There's other centers I like more. But again, we kind of got to just wait on this Lakers news because these guys are all more in play if Kuzma and Gasol are out. McLemore made 5 threes and only had 22 DK points. That's tough to do. So, yeah, I mean, he's now 4K, but far from a lock by any means. KCP continues to play well. Ryan called him out last slate, doing a little bit of everything. So if the Lakers are shorthanded again, I don't mind him. Not a great spot for the Lakers here, but they potentially could be shorthanded. So let's just see one thing here. Drummond, I guess, would be my favorite piece, but don't think I would prioritize him here. Let's see one thing. All right, cool. From the Knicks side, probably a better spot for the Knicks, but man, they're healthy. They got a ton of bodies. I mean, you got Randall Revenge, but he's kind of pricey. Other better spots with teams missing guys, so probably not where I want to spend my money. Another spot, I don't think you need exposure here. The early games don't look that desirable. San Antonio, Orlando. Orlando played last night. I know tonight. Yeah, he did not play yesterday. Orlando was awful. And if he's out again, him potentially being out, no Kem Birch. I mean, my boy Mo Bamba, who I've been hyping up for, it seems, years. I mean, he is a points per minute stud. When he gets on the court, he can do it all. He scored a ton, not a ton, but 21 real life points in 21 minutes yesterday. He had 2 fouls like immediately. I mean, he's going to rebound more, block more shots usually. So the upside is real at this price. Price decrease after he's dropped 30 plus in 3 straight. I'm all about him here. Definitely like him more if Okiki's out, but he's in play for me regardless. I mean, he's out producing Wendell Carter consistently now. So Bamba is a guy I'm looking at on Orlando. Other than that, they're kind of murky, man. They got Gary Harris. These guys aren't appealing anyways. I can't see myself wanting to get to Orlando except for Bamba. Carter, I guess, too, because we know he has upside, but hard to want to prioritize him. From the San Antonio side, damn, Murray's real cheap. I mean, I don't see much of a reason he should be. Let's check it. He should be 7,100. The game log's rock solid for this price point. I mean, he's definitely in play here. He's very affordable. You guys know how much I love DeRozan. He's very affordable. I think I like Murray more, though, at a cheaper price point. I can get on board with both, but I think Murray is where I'm more likely to land. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Had to grab my dog. Alrighty. Moving on. We got Brooklyn and Minnesota. This is a game that has some appeal all over. We know Kyrie is out. Aldridge is out. So a guy that's popping all over him, I'll just start with the Brooklyn side, is Nicholas Claxton, 3,100, probably going to get good run tonight. He's a guy that puts up DFS points. I completely get that. He certainly makes sense, 3,100. I see him projected nicely everywhere, so I get that. I don't know what's up with KD, not playing big minutes, so it's tough to know what to expect from Brooklyn right now. They got to have some guys in play here. I don't think you want to pay for KD. Bruce Brown looks like he could be in play. I'm not excited about spending close to 5K on him, but it is a good spot against Minnesota. They're going to be really shorthanded. So I don't know. We'll have to wait on their starters to really dive in more with Brooklyn. I'm not exactly sure how they're going to divvy up the minutes. The Minnesota side's also in play here. So we just see this game. I thought we just seen this game. No, I guess not. All right, well, as far as the Minnesota side goes, Towns has been playing really, really good ball, and he should absolutely smash in this spot. I mean, even if Aldridge was in, he should smash. With him out, it's just one less body for them to put on him. I mean, Aldridge isn't an elite defender, but he's a big body, and you don't have guys just all over your bench that are the size of Aldridge. So it helps Towns. He's expensive, but he's certainly in play here if you want to spend up on him. No doubt about it. All righty. Seeing Naz Reid pop a little bit. Check out. You guys know I like my Naz Reid. 3,500. I'm not sure if we can really count on that, but he's only 3,500. I mean, 3 out of the past 4, he's had nice games at this price point. So someone to consider, if nothing else. They're always messing in the rotation, so you never feel safe with it. But I'm a Naz Reid fan. I'm a Naz Reid fan. He's a guy that can put up DFS points. I love me some D'Lo. Didn't play more minutes, but he's been productive when he's on the court. He looks probably right now the best he's looked all season. In a good spot against his old team. Certainly about it. Ant. I'm a big Edwards. Well, I don't want to say I'm a big Edwards fan. I'm a fan of his offensive game. That's for sure. He's been solid, if not spectacular, recently. I don't know if I want to spend 7,500 on him, but I don't mind it. And I feel safer with him than I do D'Lo, just because of D'Lo, you never quite know. That said, I like D'Lo's price tag more, so I'm much more likely to get to D'Lo, who I think has similar upside. If they were playing the same minutes, I think D'Lo would have higher upside. Going back to Brooklyn real quick, just because I forgot about Tyler Johnson being out with Kyrie out. Chris Chiozza, who's not an amazing DFS player, he's going to get big minutes today. He's 3K. Him and Claxton look like nice filler pieces at combined 6,100. Washington and Utah. So I know Beal's probable today. Not really looking at Washington. Not a spot I really want to go to. Beal is very affordable. So there's that. That's about all I got. From the Utah side, with Clarkson and Conley out, I think Mitchell and Ingles are real strong plays. I mean, I think these are probably two guys you just lock in. Two of the stronger plays on the slate. Bogdanovich is in play, not nearly as strong as Ingles or Mitchell. Two guys are going to be handling the ball a lot. And with that said, it does make the Utah defense worse. So, like, if you want to just load up on this game, there are other good spots, but like a Westbrook, Mitchell, Ingles, who nicely has forward eligibility, Beal, I mean, can probably make that work. Let's try it real quick. Westbrook, Mitchell, Ingles, Beal. I mean, Beal's a guy you could definitely leave out, but you could certainly make that work with Chioza. Claxton. Thing is, though, like here, I probably wouldn't even like use Beal or like pick because I'd want to go Chioza. Bamba. I mean, yeah, you can definitely. I mean, obviously, you can make this happen. Even with Beal, if you wanted, you could make it happen. But yeah, just seeing. I mean, it's not like Washington's in a great spot, but I expect this game to be competitive. Utah's D won't be as good. You know, missing two of their cogs. Not that Clarkson's a great defender, but Conley's a very good defender. Missing their starting point guard and one of their, one of the best players in the NBA off the bench this year. I think it's going to hurt them here. So I expect a competitive game, if nothing else. Going way back, because one guy I just forgot about since we're going to switch games anyways. Josh Richardson, of course, this is out. I see him getting a little bit of love, and he's playing well with Porzingis out. I could see that. I mean, I'm never like rushing to roster him, but with Luka not looking great, don't hate it. Definitely don't hate it. All right, Chicago, Memphis, man, J-Val balling. Another monster game last night. I mean, he just absolutely went off, close to a 70 spot, playing really well. Never love him on a back-to-back, but like, I mean, he just played Atlanta on a back-to-back and had 42. I mean, let's see. He played Utah. He didn't play that well. I mean, they got rolled there, but yeah, this game should also be competitive. J-Val, wildly in play. Both these teams are on a back-to-back, which I don't like. And both these teams are relatively healthy, which I don't like. So none of these guys are going to be like musts, but their price tags are nice. Like Ja Morant, I mean, he's under 7K. He's definitely in play here, just price alone. Levine, another 50 spot last night. I mean, he only had 20 at half also. I'm interested in Levine as well. He seems very affordable at 8,700. Morant, Levine, J-Val. I'm definitely team J-Val over Vooch right now. I mean, if they were the same price, I think I'd like J-Val more right now. So easy peasy for me. This game's got some appeal. I don't think it's like a must. I'm not sure how much love it gets. This game looks like a game with definitely some appeal. Starting with the Sacramento side. They're in a good spot. The problem is they're healthy. So we've been talking about this a lot. I mean, it's just what it is. Fox is good and playing really good ball. I don't hate this play. It reminds me of Julius Randle. Very solid. Definitely don't mind it, but far from a lock. Ooh, Harkless started last game. If we see him starting again, I think he's another one of these filler pieces we can look at. I don't know. Sacramento's a little bit of a tough nut to crack right now. Home is finally playing well again. I don't really use big men against New Orleans, though. I don't know. Probably don't end up with anyone on sack except for potentially Harkless, even though this is a good spot. As far as New Orleans goes, this is the team on a back-to-back. They played last night. Man, Zion continues another monster game. I hate that they played last night, but this is such a good spot against Sacramento. He's really expensive, so wouldn't call him a priority by any means, but I think right now he has higher upside than Julius Randle, especially in this spot. Brandon Ingram's solid. We have to kind of wait and see what's up with them because Lonzo didn't play yesterday. If he's out, it makes these guys more in play. Josh Hart already out. I don't know. This game has a lot of appeal, so I could see using a bunch of guys in this game. What did I say? Yeah. I don't know. I think this game is in play, but I think a lot of honorable mentions. Denver and Golden State. Denver coming off their first loss in the Aaron Gordon era. Yesterday, tough game against Boston. They're in a good spot here. They're another team that's healthy, except for Jamal Murray. He didn't play yesterday. If he's out again, I think we can go right back to like the Will Bartons of the world. He continues to be solid. Hasn't played as well recently, but he's only 5,300. I think he's fine here in a good spot against Golden State. MPJ, same thing. Can definitely get on board there at 7K. It's a good spot, but man, Gordon is not playing well for Denver, at least not offensively. I know he came over there to be the defensive stopper, and I get that, but he is not playing well for them from a DFS perspective. I would struggle to get there at 5,800. Much rather use MPJ, obviously. Jokic is fine. Crazy that Towns is more expensive than him right now. I think I'd rather play Towns against Brooklyn. I mean, this is a good spot for Jokic, though, coming off a loss. I don't know. I probably won't use Jokic here, but of course, if you want to use Jokic, do your thing. He's always in play tonight, no exception. He's getting a decent amount of love. So in cash games, he looks good. We'll have to wait and see how ownership plays out, what kind of value we get. Houston and Phoenix. This is not a good spot for Houston, at all. Wall continues to play well. If this was our better spot, I'd be interested. It's just such a bad spot for Houston. Phoenix is slow. They're good defensively. Wall would have to be my favorite piece of Houston. He's playing well right now. Olynyk is really eating into wood for sure. I mean, these guys are like close to the same price now. Olynyk's balling. Not that I'm like trying to use him here, but I think Olynyk and Wall are like kind of whenever these guys are playing, they're like in play most slates. Tough to get there today because of the slate and because of the matchup, but they're not like awful plays at all. Phoenix side, the problem with Phoenix is if they play really well, it's hard to see this game being competitive. That doesn't mean that a couple of them or a few of them or one of them won't be good. And you got CP3 revenge. Doubt he's really trying to give it to the worst team in the league, though. Devin Booker's been solid. I think any one of these guys are in play, but this is not like a spot I'm going after Phoenix just because I don't trust Houston to be that competitive in this game. So the Brooklyn-Minnesota game looks really appealing, and I think the Washington-Utah game has some upside. The Chicago-Memphis game as well. Those three middle games are the games I'm looking at. There's 9 games on this slate. The 3 middle ones are my favorites. Of course, I get Sacramento and New Orleans and Denver, Golden State. I think those games probably get a good amount of love, and for good reason. For me, I'm kind of digging that Utah-Washington game. Obviously, Brooklyn, Minnesota, like I mentioned, and then Chicago, Memphis. So all 3 of those babies. And excited to get after it tonight. If you want more of these videos, check our write-ups out. Sign up for a membership at the DFS5pack.com today. We got a ton of different membership options. If you have any questions, I'm always available. And thanks a lot, guys. Excited to get after it and have a good week. Thanks.